Hello, chat is disabled. Why? Let me check why the chat is not here. Hello, everyone. Let me know if you can see. Good. Nice. So, everyone, can you hear me clear? We are good to start with the thing. Okay, I need to keep it open, I believe. Hmm. We cannot minimize it. Hmm. Good, good. So we have it here. Awesome, awesome. Let's give it a few more minutes and we'll just start with it. We are six people, eight now. Awesome. I've posted in the Discord server already. So hopefully we'll have more people. Again, the only encouragement I have is more people joining in. So if we have nice. Martina, thank you very much for counting. So let's start with that maybe. So, so we give a quick uh, glimpse to people who might be the new to the stream. Let me quickly share and talk about one thing. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that's I knew, but like, how many messages are there? Is it like, does it tell? Okay, let me try. Does it in the search bar? Does it tell how many are there? Hmm. In hmm, Martina, nice, smart, really smart. Yeah. So it's showing like there are like 127 messages in there, which is awesome. Yeah, can share that also. Just in there. So I will go here. Okay. So someone who is new to the stream, we have our academy page, which I will share in the chat. So here is our academy page. Basically, you can join the Discord server from here. For Indian artists who are here, we have a salary survey. There is a format in there. Please fill this. This is to help all the artists to figure out what best salary they could ask for each position, each role. And the more entries we have, more better data we can create. You can sign up for portfolio review and ask me anything. I'm running a small talk show where I'll give one-on-one mentorship sessions, which are recorded, plus answer any of your question. If you are interested in that, then just fill the form and let me know. And then sure, subscribe to this channel, which is awesome. And yeah, meanwhile, we have our bootcamp here, which you are watching here, and there's a lot of action with this. And the main thing I wanted to say, like here, if you can see, it's like 387 sales. That means is almost 400 here, and then 100 from the previous signups from for the previous bootcamp. So I have filled, so we have almost 500 entries now, right? So it, so that bring me to why I said the only thing motivates me is the thing. So as Martina, thank you very much for showing this up. So I just searched this. So it showed like there are like 127 entries. So basically, we can easily say out of these 500 signups, 127 have sent the messages in check-in. So that was my way to find out how many people have there. But if we try to see how many people are there actually, so if I just go to bootcamp only uh, channel, so basically the only people who are here who have bootcamp, uh, who have joined this tag or role basically, so there are like 53 online right now. Okay, it could be there, and only of 150 are offline. So that means like we have almost 200 out of 500 signups in our Discord server right now. And then if we do the same thing as Antonis said in channel is boot campers. So this one. So we have not this one. Is it okay? These are the messages basically. No, no, no. In it's showing that basically all the messages, which is not good. So that is not, because we have multiple messages. That's why it is. So I will lay out gallery. So we can say there are one, two, three, four, five, six are there. Nine. So almost 50, I would say. Yeah. So there are almost 50 entries in there. So if you do the math, and then lastly, last number is how many people are here. We have nine people here. So out of 500, we had 200 people in the server. Out of those, 50 people have created their threads, and out of those, like 10 people are here watching. Look at that math. So like if this if we have less and less people there, like 10 is not good number compared to the amount of response we had. So what I mean to say is like this, the number of participation we had in the first session was a lot, like more than 30 people. Then it keep dropping. So if it drop again, I will reduce the number of sessions. Then once a week, maybe I will do if there are gonna be 10 people. So I know different people have different timings, but if we quickly check in with the timing, just give me a second. Let me check like how many people have. I think almost 200 people have given time entries in our timesheet. So that much I remember. So yeah, so this kind of little disheartening that we don't have, but still I am loving that people have made the post. So even if these 50 people keep making the environment in the discords, even I will be happy. Even if out of those like 20 people finish the environments, I will be happy of this output. So yeah, but I would have felt more energetic if more people join. Okay, so we'll wait for few more people to join in, and I will show what I was working on. Just before the session, I was working on the terrain because I was not able to work on the weekends. So yeah, so that is there. And clock. I'm still building the document which I promised. Session we had, but we had a small hiccup that the last session we recorded is kind of uh, corrupted. So yeah, and I forgot to record this one. Okay, started. No worries. And yeah, so we have our time. Where is our time? Okay, so And when to meet. Nice. Okay. It's so difficult with my camera. Okay, okay, okay. Last minute. So this is the one I was talking about. So basically, here on Wednesday we have almost 80 people out of 143. So basically, 143 people have filled this timeline. So out of 80 people have filled this timeline. Maybe they filled it with the pressure again, as I said. Could be that. So yeah, so there are like almost 70 to 80 people are in this bracket. So yeah, so that is there. So I expected more people to join each session, but again, yeah, so let's not let that discourage us from there. And also, I believe I have for this is more basically work in progress session, and we had some topics basically people started suggesting here. Okay, so yeah, so we will go over like one by one in this, like material, then detailing, and then prop and asset creation. Like vertex blending is again is an advanced topic, shader knowledge. So this is good, but advanced level of shader we will not get into, because again we are going with all level knowledge of artists, so who can simply do, achieve it with the knowledge they have. So basically, let's get jump back. Let me see if my Unreal is open. That's good. Let me open the level quickly. So we and as you remember, last time we had this issue with the terrain, which I'm not sure why it's happening. I really don't know. It shouldn't have been happening here. See, so the problem we had, we could not working now. That's weird now. More weird. So if I show you new level, if I show on open world, okay. So if we go to landscape in this, okay, and I sculpt, and then I start doing. You see, we can sculpt it below the grid, okay, and you can just keep sculpting, and this will keep going down like a pit. Right, so this is like ground below. You see, there is a grid. See, this is a grid, and it's way below that. But what problem we had, I saw there are some workarounds people have given, because I never faced this one before, but here we have, and it's locked. Yeah, so here, if I go do the same, it doesn't do anything, but definitely it is working. You see, it's we can make a hole here, but here it's not. So basically something is wrong with this. I tried bunch of things, but I was not able to get it back. So yeah, the hundred of stuff. So I, rather than not letting it uh, take away the fun from the work, so I decided to not continue investigating what is wrong with it. So I decided to jump into Gaia. So we'll show you Gaia and how to. This is let me see. Yeah. So here we are in Gaia. Okay, and this is the new project. Basically, like I had just quickly tried just before the just before the session. I just quickly tried, so I will show you how it was super easy. So what I did is show you in the Blender first. And then we have Gaia is free for 1K resolution, and we have view also for larger. But I believe if we just enlarge the 1K map, might work as well. So if you remember from the last time, we had this one, right? So we had our church and we had these mountains. Okay, so what I did, I just duplicated the bunch of time more to just cover up the more area rather than just in here. And then I, created a grid, and then I projected it on top of it on the draft, and I shifted it like 1000 centimeter above, like 10 meters basically. Okay, so it's not you know going below, so it's a low poly plane with this. And then I subdivided it, and I applied displacement. So if I turn off these now, so you see, so and for these I have selected these vertex, and I added a group where I said no, I don't want any noise in here, but other one we have. So basically, this is how you roughly can create a terrain, basically matching and also unique. Like imagine I want something different in some areas. I can simply, you know, and I can do the soft selection on, and then, make it down, up. And I can okay, this one I want up. I can make it. So okay, this one I want another peak. I can do it as well. So and then once I go back, it's simply just give me that another like okay, I want to fill this gap, and I want a peak here. So I can simply do that as well. So yeah, simply like that. Okay, this one I wanted to keep clean because again, there is our main assets are here. It's okay if it is doing it. We can shift it a little bit up and down for sure. And then there are two things we can do from here. I have exported again high poly, low poly, and we can do the same thing as in X normal. So let me bring in. So I bake this in here uh, in the X normal again. Okay, I already baked it. So if you see this here, I baked it in. And do we have? I don't think we have any form to tell it like we want 16-bit PNG or more. But I believe height map usually is in there. Okay. So yeah. So this. So what I did, if I just show you again, what I can do, I can try exporting again. If maybe, right? So I can say landscape height x normal 01 in the TIFF format. It will put height automatically, and I try to look inside. There is like interactive, and I change the background color to gray. This is the middle gray, like 250 128 by 128 basically here. So RGB is 128, so simply grayscale value, and I will generate map, and it gave me tone mapper. I changed something in here, so which I wanted to show. So here you see we have as the last time it was dark, so I had this turn this on. So what I did, it just created this much better tone because darker one I was not liking. So we'll see if this help us, achieve better height map. Okay, so I closed it, and we have our height map. Okay, and this is in diff now, and we have this height mesh as in here. So we'll create a new project. Why everything is getting minimized? Okay, so like I did this before in World Machine. Also, I had the same even in the view and everywhere. I used to use the same workflow. And and yeah, we that Martina, the workaround works with raising it above zero, but It never happened because that was the drawback in Unity. You raise the landscape first, how many unit you want, and then you sculpt on top of it. But we don't have any option to add and overall raise the whole landscape because we already have some paths and everything made in there. So I didn't want it to. So in here you can import the obj. Yeah. And I don't remember from here. This is the map size for this, but I wanted to know because this is the very first time I'm opening. Okay, so to be kind to me in there. So what I did, I took the obj. So you select it, the obj from we have saved it in just. So this is the obj. You see this came in here, and I will simply rotate it. So say, yeah, this is the one. So basically you have to right click and do it. Okay, and we got our same thing in here. Okay, and I will say drop to the floor. Okay, and I think it's 4 kilometer or 4 kilometer, the current one. So I made it double. Okay, okay. 2 is the max. Okay, it's good. And then we can offset for sure. Not in the X, in the Z, and right click point. That's a lot. Yeah. So imagine like we'll say, okay, this is good. Okay, so we have in here, and then the best thing which we have is erosion. Okay, just take a simple one, and I just wanted these whenever I make when I make tray, and this is what I need in there. So these streaks you see in here, right? So this is what I wanted in there. So that just make the terrain look beautiful. Right? So this is non natural, more natural, you see, and you can play surely play with duration. It's gonna make it more eroded. Okay, so this would start to look more natural, and then you can surely play with all the setting, like if the more debris accumulation you want, and more volume in the things we need. Right? So and yeah, so you can play with it. So this is by Daksh Pandey sir. Even if you watch the view tutorial by Daksh Pandey was the best guy for terrain related stuff. He explained all these technical terminologies really well. Okay, so you can watch his tutorial on YouTube. It will automatically will be available for all time. But if it's not, just read the documentation. Okay, if it says see 0, and then you can, right. So it look much natural, and for sure like you can do a lot of stuff in here which I don't know yet, like creating mask and everything. So this wear, disposits and flow, basically you see these streaks of like rivers are flowing is flow, and all the other things. Basically you can export these masks in Unreal. I don't know how to export for now, so I will not spend too much time here, but surely we'll use these masks later on once we have it. Okay, and the other thing is like you are really stuck with 1K map. Okay, so that's only we have, but we don't worry that much. I believe we can export mesh from here also, I believe. And okay, mesh you cannot. Okay, they did not allow mesh, but just so even if it's, I will take the out in here, and export. I can take mm, half raw 16 which work as well, or png 16 as well work as well. Okay, and I'll say okay, this is what we need. Okay, and then we have build. So I need to save it. So file, save as, and I already have in here saved the previous version when I was testing it. So I will say terrain um, Kaya 01. Save. I will take the same thing and then we have to build it. And I will say start building. And it opens up this window. Last time when I ran, it just ran for so many minutes for some reason. And let's see how much time it takes now. So it's like 1K thing. We'll try to just double it or maybe just import it because it will not work, because if we make this size, then our terrain will be small, but we can manually scale it up as well, so not an issue. But we can scale it up inside in there. It should not take this long. It usually is a quick thing. So let it build. Okay, and we'll try importing our mm, okay, so this one. So we have, so let me, so I will take this one and we'll see if it is I have Photoshop here, and let me, you can do it in any weapon. We can, where'd it go? This is the one. Yeah, so we need to export it. Where did it save? Yeah, so it should be here. See, it just, I don't know why it's taking too long. It should not take this long to export simply. So let me try again. I don't know why it takes it, because when last time I exported, if I show you in here, so last time I exported this, second time it just took few seconds and just exported this one. Not sure. So we'll let this one cook. And if you have any question, you can ask. And yeah, where is our here? So let me try. I'll take this one. Let's create a new one. Or should we? Oh, sorry, I forgot to check the size. Mm, where is? So we have, where did it go? Unreal. So same thing. So this technical guide, same, and we have resolutions here. So as I said before, like it's 2017, I believe. So we need image mode. It's 8-bit, so we definitely need 16-bit channel. And yeah, so that's surely that's the size. Let's just simply try. I know it will not work, but we definitely need 16-bit. Mm, and did we exported 4K last time? Let me simply testing it out. If we have to, yeah, we exported this one. So whatever. Does it work? No. So the thing is, like, we can create a new one, but my problem was we will lose these things. If we create a new one, which might work, but if I never understood the scale things in here. Never. And there is a there is a Gaia plugin also which export directly to Unreal, and this is still going on for some reason. I don't know what is wrong with this. You already have a good you have this. Why don't you just export? Let's try. Do we have half raw 16? Let's try this. It should be quick. See, it is done. This one was quick. Maybe the data is built already, so it did not complain this time. Churchland. This is PNG. Why? This is the terrain 16. So let's try importing this one here. So this is much closer to what our terrain is. Maybe I'll keep it and then we'll just move it. So we just keep this and move our data there. So I was import. Let's try importing this one and see how this look. What? No, this is again not exactly. Not sure. This is not. Ah, come on. Wait. Fire. Uh, yep. Now it's doing quick. What is this? Compute. Do we have compute? Compute node? No. Yeah, it's building. Let's try again this one now. This is also 0 byte. Not sure why it is not exporting now. Let's make some changes. Should not take that much. If I select PNG here and PNG here as well. Again, not sure. Not sure why. Build folder. Let's go with this one. Increment. And when we say build and the open folder when it's done and we say start the build. Yes, again taking time. Something is there. I don't know what is wrong. It should not take that much time logically. Any question? Milan asked, do environment artists build terrain mountain with help of blueprint or something just like prop artists, or do studios even totally different pipeline or dedicated team for this time kind of stuff? There is totally a different dedicated team. Usually technical artists do this pipeline and stuff. So there are different tools. Gaia is one of those, and World Machine is there, which is also used. World Creator and Houdini is the one of the big one as well. So what we used to do, we used to sculpt the terrain in the engine and then it take go to Houdini and do this erosion stuff and just bring it back in there. So that was not live, but something in there. Yeah. And yeah, so this is basically we use this pipeline to do it. It is much simpler. I don't know why it's taking this much time. It should not. I'm happy to let it run, but it's 1K map and it's already there. It's collected it. If I show you one other, which is not very intuitive tool, but my main scene I have made it in there only. If I show you here, so this is view. Okay, view is free. We downloaded last time and we did it. So we what we need to do is object create, and we have a height field terrain. Okay, it gives us this awesomely awesome terrain. And once you will start with it, you will find this is like much easier and straightforward, but it's again little bit there. So when you double click, this will give you this window. Yeah. and you can randomize it, play with it, and there are so many things you can do with it. You can sculpt also, and you can say, okay, you want mountains, or you want peaks, and how much in here. I think you can mm, right, simply do this thing, or you can click here and you can load noises and everything in here as well. Yeah, so you can play with it. But what I used to love about this one, so you can well, let it cry. Okay. So you got this, and what I used to love about this is when you have selected it in the measurements, you can tell how big it is, right? So I believe our is 2 kilometer by 2 kilometer, right? Because we created it in a blender, we know. So that's the size we have. And there used to be more settings, and I forgot like how you can simply do it. But I had this, which is so weird. Peak mounts picture. Okay, from here, and I will load one from from the landscape map we have. This is stiff. This is PNG. Basically, the both are the same. So I'll select this one and I open. And what it does, it will ask me what I want to use in here. So what I can do basically, just give me a second. I'll say generate map. I'll say yes. I will turn off that filter, which making it smooth. Why it's taking so long now? It was super quick before. Hmm. Guy is just taking away all the build power, but I don't know what is building. It should not take that much long because I use the other tools before. It should be quick, but we'll just see how much we can suffer with it. What does it minimize? Okay, come on, come on, come on, do it. So basically, what I'm going to do is basically to bring the height map in here, and then we're gonna just do the erosion and export it. Simple, quick, and easy. But it's also not very light tool. So here, so without this thing, okay. So I said, okay, this is good, and I will close it, and this one, and now we have. I say yes. This is became this became 2K, right? So you can double the resolution here, reduce it here. But now you see we have the same terrain came here, and you if you want to blend it with the terrain below, you can. It should be more. Let me cancel, and we say picture load. Okay, and now you can say, okay, so I want to keep the noise below and this image that much. Okay, and also okay, and we got the terrain in here, and then we have simply button to put the erosion in here. Okay, so it's doing its thing. Guy, I need to go. That right. This. It should not take, honestly, it should not take that long. I don't know what's wrong with Gaia. See, this is good. Like it already eroded it enough. So simply should be export. If let me see if we have in here export. Mm, not like that. What? Uh, got angry. So if we have there are plugins for Unreal and Houdini, which I will try, love to try, but we have to close it. There's a way to, I think we have to copy this somewhere and then we have to restart here. Unreal install folder in plugins and in this, as I said. So we can try that, but not now. There's a save button. Why? So I don't know. Previously, I thought it is crying because of this, and less build folder is good. Let's try once more. If it okay. Here, this is done, right? It taken away a lot of detail. What happened here? What I did? Did I click? I clicked something, I believe. What is this? Okay, so I will not do this one more time and blend. But this is coming flat. Ah, could be because of our lovely external. So we forgot to do the full range basically. So it assumes that we don't need it. No way. Yeah, so we'll see why guy is upset. So we say, okay, you did a good job. We don't need our time wasted by these things. So here, I believe we forgot to do this. The points basically maximize the point. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, so this is much better. Okay, and now for the erosion, let me see, try what it do. Ah, nice. We can create simply by clicking on it, but uh, right click and we can say old mountains. I hope it don't destroy our thing again. already seems less, no? Maybe I'll import the image again on top of it to blend it to just to match the thing. But yeah, so we'll jump in here after this. We're not gonna waste our more of our time, and I will simply recreate the terrain in the Unreal, or just simply import a new one. The path and everything is the only thing because we did it last time already. I'm not sure if we can import it again. Okay. So meanwhile, it's happening. So I can open up my pure ref. Why everything drop down after the operation? I don't understand. Church. Yeah. So this is the file. So what I was going to do, I was going to make a list of assets based on my scene. Church is there, like which is then like we already have a bunch of images for church. I'm definitely gonna make something like this. So we already have a clear thing that what type of textures we'll have. So we have these styles, this pattern, and then wooden and everything. So we'll look at these for that. But overall, I want to see what are medium scale assets are there. So I'm also again like these trees and everything. It could be in our here. So if you look at this, so we have some trees and stuff, but which one is it? We need to find out. We can find it out by searching online, basically. Right? But over the cliff and everything, we don't have that much of vegetation. If we look, but something like that we need like here. This is good. Okay. So if I assume like the detail side of thing, the medium scale thing. So what I can know, I will simply write it down here. The biggest structure we surely have church. We have bridge, okay, and then we have rocks, okay, and we have trees set, and landscape and everything is one thing. It's okay. So I'm just going by the view. We don't need more. So if we say okay, so so like can we paint how like this control? There was what happened? We had paint tool in here. How to open paint tools? Draw. Control D. Okay. Yeah. So what I was going to do? Yeah. On the image basically. So let me copy and paste it here, and I will draw now, and I'll take red color. So if I want to make rocks from here, so we have one. Okay, I can duplicate this one multiple times. These are all one. Okay, and this is two, which could be here, or this could be two as well. Okay, and this could be two, and we can place it on the other side also, making this two, and this could be three, which could be this, right? And then we have bunch of pebbles underneath it, which these asset could be the same but in the different scales which are underneath. Or we can make a fourth one as well, bigger boulder than this maybe. So that could be four to fill up, because we can use it here in this area as well, and showcasing other places, like maybe visible here, number four. And the fifth, we can have a debris. Debris in the sense is like this whole cluster, like same here, and here. So basically we can have the whole debris in there. Yeah, so this is basic we need in the rocks. And for the trees again, we can make a family set of five is fine. Like this could be one, two, three, four, and then there is five. Okay, and this will be duplicated and rotated around, so it will be fine. And the same if we need another tree variation, maybe we have this one is kind of beach type of a broadleaf, and then we need a conifer one, and then we can make either make three of these and three of conifers, and then we can make another set. But I believe for now we don't need to. If we need more references, more things in there, and if I add the grass, we just need one or two grass patches which can go around, we can place around, and we can paint them manually, because I can see there is some green grass and then there's some yellow patches. So I would select uh, grass one, which is green, grass two, which is yellowish, and then grass three, which to add variation, and maybe large grass is there. Similarly, like this can keep getting out of hand, and we can see how many we need. But overall, I just wanted to have less in there. So yeah, so this is basically it to just address. And now let's just pick the textures in here. Yeah. So I will make a new node. Now for the church, for sure we need a wooden tileable. Maybe I should try church roof. Should church wood. I should write church wood. Basically for the structure, and if we need church frames, okay, because we saw there were some details if we need to. And then there is the stone bridge. So bridge stone is here, this one in the middle, right, which we can utilize here as well, or we make this one and then we can utilize that one. Yeah, bridge stone, and we'll say, or we can say church stone. Okay, so that's totally fine. So these are the two we need, and then we have rock. If you make tileable, we have moss on top of the rock, we have dirt for the path, we have grass for the grassy area, and then rock one we can use same on the mountains, but let's make one for the cliff. Okay, so that's it for this, just to get started. Because I can see the third path can be here. And lastly, we have, I think, water is not, we don't need a shader. We don't need a textures, but imagine we need to create that, then let's just keep it water. So just to create that streak and everything, I think we can still play with the noise in the shader, and we can make it pan inside in there. We don't have to make it using textures. So yeah, so I believe these are the textures enough in there. And as I always suggest, try to keep it as less as possible. It will make your life easy. Otherwise, we have thousand things to add, no? Okay, so let me just get quickly back to the chat and see who was asking. Which I have shared a rockgen tool and resources and Discord. That is for Maya. I hate Maya blend. If you have something for Blender, share. Otherwise, don't care. We already have a rock generator for Blender there, and I can make it easily. I can just show quickly how I'm going to make it. But first, we need to sort out this terrain issue we have. And also, like, I wonder like why I use headphones, like with this nothing playing most of the time. But I feel it gives the streaming vibe. Yeah. So, is there any other question, guys? So you can ask. I will try importing otherwise in there. Okay, so I'll wait. I will on meanwhile I will show you what I'm the fun I'm doing. So this is basically just eaten away all the things. Let me try. I will if I import again. What happen if I import on top of it again? Not blend. Let's add this time, and we'll keep it. Because it ate away the cliff which I'm hating because I needed these cliffs. I don't even remember which direction it was. Let it come back. So believe this is the direction. Here we have our church here, and then we needed these cliffs because those are the only visible. This is not even visible, so we needed these cliffs. These are important part for our valley. I wish Gaia would have been helpful. Let me quickly search. Um, Gaia is awesome. Procedure landscape. Oh, Blender, there is one. Free, is it free?
You can customize the terrain in the node group here.
Nice.
The noise scale. Terrain includes a material mesh. Just right click, convert to mesh, or face displacement. This texture is add. Let's see how to add the trees without own
It
faces.
have terraces also, which is
Drag the
fine, but
collection and connect to instance.
my only
You can
thing
also
is I needed erosion.
you
There's no erosion. I think this one I saw. It's not free. This had this realistic look. This was good, but sorry. Yeah. So this one, see it do this erosion thingy. Surely, which was good, but it's not free. It's a free terrain texturing toolkit, but World Machine is not free. But it was awesome. Let's just quickly say exporting in from Gaia. Mentorship map from Gaia. I don't know because I just want to see like if I'm doing something wrong. This is mesh. I could see it in there. Damn, crazy stuff. Look at that. It does exporting, but I think it must be the full version. No, this is okay. Let me add. Bit slow because 2K, so it will surely cry. It's showing the height here as well, which is good, right? So it's showing us that high it is. So if it's like 2 kilometer by 2 kilometer terrain, It's almost 1 kilometer or 760 meter high. So we know we can make it 0.35. In Unreal, it will be actual scale. Ashwin, I can't find the resources channel. Resources is not channel. It's the, if you don't comment in there, you will not see it. But it is a post simply. So you can go to simply in the topic selection. There you will find resources. So it's there. It's visible. So if you have the bootcampers role, it must be. Yeah, let me just say okay. Okay. Okay, so imagine we say, okay, this is enough. Okay, so we just want to export it. So I believe we can simply export terrain in here. And if I click on terrain, we have export 2D maps. If we need larger than this, then we have to increase the resolution in here, which we can simply do by here by killing our PC also along with it. Let it let us ruin our life more. So if this works, I'm happy. Otherwise, I'm happy to move on from this to creating a set and set dressing better things rather than stumbling upon this. Okay, so we had our asset. Where is my blender? I'll show you one thing. So this is good. And landscape we don't need. Okay. Because I have this, so I will know how big the scale of the boulder I need. So I've why it's not coming on? Why the terrain is there? Where is it? Sorry. Hmm. So I will create it here, and we have ecosphere, whatever it is called. So I will make more resolution. It's good. I can keep it 100 only. Okay. So if we look at the reference compared to this thing, yeah, so this is big. Yeah, or if we see this one, it's almost there, but I will say like if it could be double the scale. Okay. And shade smooth, and simply we just need to give it displacement. Okay. And I'll create a new texture. I will call it rock noise. Okay. And from here we'll just turn it into clouds, and this will go berserk like this. Okay. And if we want to make it more interesting, so this we can keep rock noise large, and we duplicate this one, and you remove this one reference. This is reference basically, and I will call it small. Yeah. And in between here I will call add the subdivision surface here. Here I want to keep the strength less, and here I want to keep it a little bit more. And now the both of them are for the same for now. So large, I want to make it large. And if you want to more crazy, you can have more subdivision. Okay. So here we have our rock generator. So Ashwin, blender rocks. And we have much more options. We can go crazy. In here, we have Voronoi and everything in there. And see, we have full control on this. And now if I want, imagine this is a pretty organic shape. I want it to be with the sort selection on. Let me make it small. I'll make it longer bit. Give it a shape a little. So let's isolate it. and give it a little shape. Okay, so we got the border, and then we can surely reduce strength we want. And I would say I would want it to be okay. So I'll say okay, this is one. Okay, this is a large rock. So I will call it rock A1 or rock A. Okay? And I will duplicate it, and I go to scale point 7. It's too small. Why? 0.7. Okay, and I'll play with a little bit of shapes. Okay? So we got other one, and if we want some changes, surely we can move it here. So we got bit shapes, and I can say okay, I don't want it to be that level. And this one, if there, this is currently local coordinates, so you can do by object, right? Or which could be anything. We cannot pick itself, or we can go by UVs. Okay, so imagine I feel like okay, this is good, and I will move it here, and we come to UV editing. Yeah, and we move the UVs, and we got different result. Yeah, so simply like that. Or you can still play with the thing here. You get interesting shapes. And I believe no, this one. And if we want to still change the shapes and everything, is this is our asset, so we can go. Okay. So I believe this is another one, and to center. Okay. This one was good actually. You can simply apply these. And now, if you want to make a debris, I have shown it multiple times, which is awesome how you can do it. So now I will just simply make a circle, right? It's just a simple circle, and I will say merge at center. Okay, I'll go to geometry nodes, and I'll E1. Now on this we create geometry node, create new one, and I will show you how awesome this can be. So you create circle. I know it's you might not need to uh, know this one, right? But we have this circle, and I will say we wanted radius. This is one, yeah, and you can say and gone. This is the face, and you can say distribute points on faces. So you got points density we reduce. I like this Poisson disk also. So if you say like a minimum radius is this much, then it do not create another point in there. Okay, so you can doesn't matter then if you increase decrease the density. Now you search instance on points we have, and to instance something we already have this thing, or what we can do, we can duplicate it or you can use it as it is. Okay, so you just simply drag and drop it here, and this geometry you use as instance. So you will see it instance the same thing. If I just basically scale it down, okay, you can press shift to do it. Okay, and I like this one is much better, so I'll just select this one. Okay, maybe no, that one was better. So once we have it, so you take from here random value. Yeah. And this is basically we can use for anything. So for the scale it's like 0.33, right? So we can say okay, from zero point 0.1 to zero point 0.4, it's a random value, just feed this. So we have some large and some small. Now rotation is thing, so we say combine xyz, and we take the same random value. We don't want to do anything in the other axes, and or we can, we can have random vector also. This one will make 0, and we attach this to rotation. This one, and now I'll just rotate it in the 360 maybe. And this is Euler and everything is different, so it's not actually 360. And if we want to rotate in other axis, we can say okay, point 0.1 slight thing you want, and then we can scale this one up as well. 0.2 to 0.5, right? And if we want more, and then we can simply in there. And again, we have all control to this, and we had minimum distance here. Okay. So this is for our debris, right? And we can still do this thing. We can increase the radius, and we increase the distance minimum if we want to. Max scale, minimum scale, like that. Or we can duplicate this one and have another one in there. Awesome, right? That's why I love Lido. So, yeah, so this is basically became the debris for our thing. And now to make thing more interesting, I can simply not the subdivision. I want to, but let me just reduce the subdivision first, and this will not, but this will. Okay, so wait, we can duplicate this one. Link copy modifiers. Okay, so this have modifiers now. Okay, and we'll add geometry nodes before this one, and we can select geometry nodes itself. Now it broke the link because we have already in there, so we are giving it itself now. Okay, right. So why I did this is if I just turn these off, even we can do this afterwards. Why it's not? Okay, so we need to do one thing. We need to put realize instances, I think. Nice. So we come here, and now we can simply decide how much, and we can subdivision surface, and then we turn on this. So now we have more unique debris. This we don't need anymore. Good. So we have quickly made the this thing. So now like that we can have our quick variation of anything. Okay, so this is debris, this is rock which we can place, and the similar way we can do the walls also. I'll show you once we do it. But let's try exporting this one. What is vertical gain? I want to. Okay. For the bridge is fine. It's a simple model. This is also simple model. And the textures, we gonna look online at texture heaven or poly heaven, and the trees also and plants also will find to quickly place in our scene. So let's do that, because we're gonna do it one by one later on. So we can say, okay, trees, let's search. Let's say downloadable. We have this. These are nice. Yeah, there are a bunch of broadleaf trees, and I think it have all of them, large and the medium. I think this can help us, but we'll find more also without an issue in there. So this is good. Like this one, even this one is here. Is a birch trees, which might not belong there. There's a nice resource share with you. It's called iNaturalist. Okay, so if you go to this website, so I'll say explore, and where is map? Here's map, and let's where is layers? So what's happening? Okay. So let's go to Norway. How can I hide this one for a while? Italy, Norway is up there. Okay. So and we have some. We go somewhere in the hills, and now let it load. What happened now? Okay, here. See, so now these people have clicked pictures of these things. So I think red one are the creatures and the green one are the plants, basically. You see, so if you need a specific plant from specific area, this is the best place to look for it. Yeah, so this is the actual people who have uh, you know marked it. So if we find anything good. So if I click on this one, so it will take you to that particular picture and where it clicked, and then you can look at more pictures. And if you need to look for that particular plant more, you can do it here. You just click on the name and you will find more images. So if you ever need to create a plant and need references, this is the best place to be. Okay. So yeah, so this is wanted to show as a reference. Our little fun is done. So I think this is export terrain 4K good. Mesh we don't need. And for format, is it asking us for format? I would say export. Okay, it's exported FBX. That's also good. Terrain.tiff. Okay, it's let's ask for 16-bit. Okay, where did I give the path? Takes time. I don't understand. World Vision it was used to be super quick in that. Let's check the chat and let's see if people are watching still. Okay, awesome. We have 14 people watching still. Awesome. Thank you very much for being here. And let's see if anyone have any question. Why so serious? Okay. Nothing. Okay. Was let's quickly look at Discord if anyone have any there. Uh, you don't need to post it in the feedback session, guys. If you won't be able to join, it's okay. Just share in discussion. It's okay. Just do awesome stuff. Keep doing. Why? I think do we have any? There's so much stuff in here to export. Man, I wish Kaya would have been nice to us. Definitely not. I was loving it. Like they say, it's already there. What is wrong with this? Open folder. I will say close, and that's it. If it take time, it takes time. I'll let it run on the back. Should not take logically. For what reason 1K map takes that much time? And if I come to this, okay, what I can do, let me, because the other thing is like why I was really holding on to because of these paths we have made. We'll try to transfer this ones to there if we can. So landscape, new, and still exporting. Oh, why? Mhm. So land. So this is what it exported before. Where is FPX? As it is promising. Would have been much quicker. I think this is what I exported from. Come on. Let me take it to Photoshop only directly. Where everything is hanging because of the small stuff. And I mean image size. Was it 2017? Let me try this and saved. Now Oh, come on. And here, height map. Those corners were missing, so that's super weird. Let me try. Nothing is exporting this today. Not Gaia, no nothing. Let's see who is taking more resources. Guys, her view is on the memory. Uh, if this is the actual Gaia speed, then I'm disappointed. I stopped it. I need my GPU back. So this is from the Blender, I believe, which we sculpted. But this is double seems large, you know. So look at the ugliness for not importing the size. Come on, dude. At least someone give me some good stuff. Hmm. Maybe I need to do this. I don't know when we will be able to fix this one. So we can just simply go ahead and bring our things in there. Good. It's a large one. Yeah, we can simply make it. And this is the medium one. I could scale up and I will. Okay. And I will do it local. Okay, so we have a variation. It doesn't matter because rotating is doesn't matter because we can anyway go into rotate it in the engine, and this we can fix. And I will show you another thing, awesome stuff about this. And if you want to make it more usable, uh, here you can just pick this node, like maybe this radius, give it here. Distance minimum, I give it here. We had scale minimum, scale maximum, and we have random rotation. So these are all the value we have here, and you press N and you can simply uh, group. Here are all the properties. Okay. So we can simply name it scale minimum, scale max, random rotation. Distance minimum is okay, radius is also okay. So now I can simply, okay, because it's have a lot of modifiers applied. I can again go back and make a scale. So this is, and surely this is not optimal, but we can deal with it. And I'll say okay, radius 250. And if you don't like the formation, this is really easy to fix. Okay, maybe we need to reduce the number of things. Don't crash. We haven't saved this. What did I do? Okay, distance minimum. That's one. Okay. So imagine you don't like the formation. Okay. So there is this random seed. So you take the seed in here and you feed it everywhere, wherever you see the seed. And then here the seed. Okay. And now if you want a different formation, you just give a different number. Okay. So I'll say, okay, this is good. Now I will just let me rename it. This one which a bit different. So this is good. Hmm, should we make more bigger or this one? It's fine. So we have all these, and then exporting them is the same thing as before. We come to Unreal and we say for recursive, and we can change the path. In the mesh, we can create rocks, add it here, and then we can good. Rest of things same, and we say export. You're gonna apply it, gonna take a little bit time, right? But it exported. We come back, not the monkey, the church, art, environment, or we can say art, biome, rocks. Here we'll import those. Okay, finally view exported. So we can try importing that once. Wait, we need to change some things in land. We have, which one is it? Is it this? No, this is X normal, not this one. Where did it export it? Okay, here. It exported FPX, and that is also not that big. Here, found it. Copy. Now view. We have, so it gave and have FPX, and then this TIFF we need to convert. The image. So this is 4033. We need PNG. Yeah, it is 16-bit, so which is good. Should be better than before. Okay. I hope this time it match, and I will just stay with the same thing, and I will say import. Um, yeah, it's faster. It is faster, but I don't know. It's not exporting in mine. I'm using the free version only, but I don't know why it's not exporting. So, Ashwin, yeah, Blender is just awesome. Guy a bit charts like stream. He is talking about such initiative teaching. Stream chart, like I don't understand. Thank you very much for the support. I was today I was planning to stream it on Twitch also, but OBS only allowed to stream on one platform. So there is a plugin to stream on multiple. There are platform also, but I don't want to use those. But I want to directly stream from OBS to different platforms. So I will try stream also, Twitch also. So we'll see if we can stream on other social media as well. We'll see. Um, Milan very much. Milan said very much new to the terrain stuff, but it's nice to learn new stuff. Yeah, so this is basically the terrain is you don't have to. But slowly you will get into, because if you want to make an organic one, you have to play with this thing, and you can sculpt the terrain on normally from Unreal, but it is good to have uh, you know this erosion and stuff. It make it look good. um Guy should go. Yes. Yes, terrain texturing is not as the fancy as it sound, but we'll surely show you. I think Adobe should buy again and make it, dude. Really, Adobe. But people are complaining that Adobe ruined the algorithm and substance. People are bitching about it, and I also don't like it. When they bought it, and their stupid subscription plans on top of it. Martina said, if anyone interested in learning Houdini and make landscape pretty easily with it. free version lets you export 4K map. That's wonderful. If it let you, but Houdini is again another big territory to get into. So where is the landscape to? Let's get back. So we get back to here. So this is what we imported. What I was thinking, we'll move everything to the previous one. Okay. So first, what is this? Sky sphere, not this one. So I was planning I will move everything to the place manually. Just oh, it ate away all the peaks. That's damn. Oh come on, don't be so laggy. So I will hide this one and try to match my. It's much bigger than before, which we don't need. It's much bigger. Why? Can we sculpt it underneath? That's what I want to see now. Nope, not below the. Yeah, here we can. Not here. Maybe on the imported one we can do it. Mm, why it is not working? I don't understand. It's okay. Okay. And I will show you one more thing without breaking the head. So rather than bringing it from there, let me delete this one. Let it go. Where is it? Where it is? Yeah. So what you can do here in this. So imagine you have sculpted the landscape in here, and if we come to this layer here, you can export to what to export. Okay, so you can simply export to file as well. So if you have manually sculpted the terrain in here, so you can take it and then take it to Gaia, Houdini, World Machine, and then do the erosion and then bring it back. Then it should work, I believe, perfectly. I will do it on my time. Okay, then I will record the thing as well, and I will showcase. Okay, so we wasted a lot of time in this. So now you saw like the rock and everything. I believe I should do things in my own time to populate everything based on that. And 16. But I was disappointed that it did not work. I was really happy to see it happening. Right. So let me bring in the rocks without trying. So church, mesh, rocks. We have these 5 rocks. I believe it did not apply. We'll see. They're almost the same size in MB. So looks good. Crisp, crisp. I know we have nanite, so we don't have to. The last one. Yes. Okay. So now there from here we have two ways to set dress. Okay. Either we can hand place or we can use foliage tool. So how we can use foliage tool is simply you come here, you create foliage. I'm really loving it the new ones because it was good. It is good. Okay. Biome rocks. Now you can select all of these. You drag and drop here, so you got it, and you see a little save icon. So you click and you save it here. Okay. So rather than having it like this, you say foliage type and like that, and I will do the same for this one. So this will keep the things renamed, and we created like almost everything using this one. I will explain why this is important, because if you are making organic scene, this will help us instantiate the things in there. If you keep placing it in the scene, it make the scene cluttered. Okay. So this will not place anything in the content browser. It will place something. It will create layers which you can control later on, and this is much more uh, friendly for foliage artists, for biome artists or world artists to work with. So now we have all the foliage. So now thing is, so when you select the imagine large one, so there are multiple ways you can. So simply the first one is the paint one. Paint based on the density, right? You can just simply increase the brush size, which is kind of big. It's not visible. Okay, so we have to turn it on. Okay, so now you will see the brush. So I can simply go nuts and simply do this. Okay. And we'll have rocks everywhere, which is not correct. So this is too much density, so I will make it one maybe, and then I will try to paint it and see how it is. See, so we have some rocks in there which can work in the. Yeah, so but I will say nah, I don't want. I want less. Zero point 0.5, and the scale again. I can do 0.8 to 1.2, healthy, and align to normal. So align to normal is basically the surface. If the surface have angle, it will align to that. If it not, for the trees, it makes sense more sense. Like some trees go up, we don't want them to bend to the surface. So this is okay, and the rotation and everything is already there. We don't need to do anything else in here. So now we can, you can either go crazy. You can say, okay, I want rocks in here, here, here. Okay, go crazy. How much you want in there? You can place it simply like that, or well, you can press shift and click to remove them, and you will have a number over here and how many are there. So there is only one right now, so that is showing. Or there is another one I really liked is the single is let you place single instance, and also with the randomness, sure. Okay. And if you feel like, oh no, you want to make some changes, you can select it and you can still do the same type of thing. Okay. And if you want to scale it, okay, and this is like totally the same, so I will rotate it. Okay, so this will, like, if you replace this mesh in there, it will automatically update in the whole thing. Yeah, so imagine the riverbed, for example. Yeah, so if I select this, if I turn this off, this one, and we'll make the density zero point 0.5 also. Same go do for this 0.8 to 1.2. Rest of things, the offset, if you want them to go down, I would say minimum minus 50. I want them to go down but not up. And then I can simply paint. Let me reduce the brush size, too small. And imagine I want to fill in the riverbed. Now this is hilarious. this it happens. So you can remove this, and from here you just select landscape only. Okay, so you can simply paint the riverbed. So if you want more, you can increase the density in here. You can say okay. Yeah, so you say, so you can have more in the riverbed, and more if you need. Surely this is our only, so we can add more. So let me go, maybe I need more here. Do we have a minimum distance here? Do we have, which is preventing it to not? Okay. No? And we can surely. So when we will look from camera angle, do we have still have camera angle? Yes, it's below the ground now. Minimize. Okay, so we'll look at our this thing, you see. So we'll have a detail. I know this is a little bit too overwhelming right now, but overall just place things in there, just try to play with it, and it's okay like if we have too many in here. This is our, and we can just keep placing it on the side and the riverbed, paint it as much is visible in our shot. So I will have a river in here, and we don't have, it's flat right now, so it look weird, but I don't want it on top. But if you want it on surface also, that is totally fine as well. Okay, and I can do this. And as we have here, like if we want this, yeah, so this will be more under surface. So this will look like pebbles in there. And surely same for the boulders, you can place them singular and the other way. And yeah, so this is we can make another cliff thing in here. If you want, imagine we have a cliff thing in here which is preventing for this church to fall down basically. So that we can simply make it using our same thing. So we can simply make a cube. Okay, and I can scale it 5 times, and 2x.7, and I will subdivide, maybe I will subdivide it twice, and then okay, and apply this one, and we can simply sculpt it. Okay, and we have grab. Where is our grab? But they change the icons of it. Flat mesh filter cloth. Oh, this is down there. Elastic grab. But they changed. Why they changed the weird? So basically, we can simply, what I wanted to do is this. Okay. Simply. Ah, they have added more. This is the grab. So I can just simply. Okay. So this, we just need a organic shape. We don't care. We can just simply put a displacement and apply it also. That does one level of thing as well. Okay. So imagine we have this is good. Like imagine this is what we want. Okay. We come to object, smooth. I select this one, link, copy modifiers, and we got something like this. And let me try one thing. And if I duplicate this one and I remove this one and I say back, come to this one. Mm, we have Voronoi. Okay. And I will turn off other things before showing this off. Okay, so this is Voronoi. Okay, and let's this is UV or local. Let's do it UV. So we got some faces basically, facets, and we can this, and then we can show you turn on the displacement, and yeah, we can change the scale for this also. And yeah, right. So this becomes more. Okay, so the large to small to medium. So if you want to play with this displacement also, and then we have this one, and then you can change the scale, change the intensity to see the effect. Yeah, this is not exact, but our sculpting and everything is there, but for the quick asset if you need in there in the scene. Oh, there are what happened? Why do you have this twice? Ouch. Ah, okay, okay, okay. This was Voronoi supposed to be. Okay. Like imagine we have this cliff in here, and simply we can call it cliff A1, and we just export it there for quick reasons. Okay, export it. Let me get the cliff. You can do the same thing. Where is it? Oh, wow. Look at that. Because we had it hidden here. And re-import, not with dialog. This is good. Yeah, much better. Now we can simply use this one as cliff mesh also. So we need to come to selection mode. Yeah, so we can move it here. We can keep it inside this thing, and we can simply with alt click and duplicate. Okay, so this is why we have different type of details in the all side of rock. and we'll make the shader for this, we which will moss on top and edge highlight and stuff like that. If you want to align it with the surface, we can do this. And yeah, so we just try to create the cliff side if we want to make that. Okay, any question? Right, so this is basically I'm sorry for the mess up with the terrain, and I will manually sculpt it again, and then I will take it to erosion in Gaia. I will see what I'm doing wrong in there and why it is not doing this thing, not helping me to achieve. So let me just save current level as it's look messy, sure, because we are making it like that because it's our playground. And but I will try to keep the same version also for normal sculpt. Like when I will do the resculpting based on the blockout we brought in from there, the new one, new terrain with the new church and everything I will bring. So I will sculpt based on that, and then I will take it to Gaia, do it erosion, and then bring it back in here. And I will try to learn more about Gaia because we have river path in there that is defined. We have road path that is defined because that use we can help with the hoodie. So I'll maybe take these as mask in there, and I will show you the file. I don't know, like I'm talking from the experience from the world machine and Houdini. I did how much I did, but surely we can use masks and images to guide it. Like, okay, don't erode this thing. Okay, this is the river erosion. Put more erosion in here, stuff like that. Okay, so that we can control surely. So let me quickly see any question anyone have. No. Okay, let's look at the feedback channel if someone have it. Okay. If you guys still here. Okay, here Mohammed, it's okay, you can start and there you guys not need to post it here. Okay, so you guys don't need to post that, you guys won't be able to. So let's look at some nice, good going. Oh, which? Okay, it's near the van. Yeah, good going. And this one you can close. Basically, this is the same plank you have on the other side. You can place it this also. Basically, you can make the entrance from here, no? Or if you, we already have the opening on the top, which lights, streak through in there, and you can close it basically. If you want to make a closed space, which you're doing a good job. I would say like from here just start with the more, like make them plank. um, you can make a piece basically 4 by 4 meter or 2 by 2 meter piece with the planks, and you can place it around multiple times to make it more smaller and more biteable chunk to try it. More details in the uh, so many props to keep it calm in the areas. Yeah, good. Um, Milan, good stuff. I worked on refining some more blockout level. Haven't played well with Unreal yet. It's okay. I'm currently away working. It's okay. Uh, not trying to give his result. Okay, it's okay, man. It's okay. Life happens. Don't need to. to- Good, actually. Good job. Yeah, looking good actually. I'm liking it. If you want to making the on this side also, you can keep you can make the whole room. Just try to set that this side also. Just try add another screenshot from how it looks from this side. Is it the other side? No, this is the same side. Nice. I mean, man, good job, good job. Again, and yeah, so other thing you guys can do already, you can look for textures from the internet and just start assigning to your thing. We'll do the next session, we'll assign all the textures and everything. Yeah, and meanwhile I will also work on the scene and try to polish it. Good job, good job. Continue the same. Try textures. Okay, so this is just like going one step ahead, but surely will be nice. I wanted to do the texturing this also, but we spent too much time on the terrain, and it was slow. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm also doing it. Sorry, what we will do just but I have a question. At this point, should we start building modular parts, a repeatable, reusable part for our block code, especially for those with the larger scene? Where's that word? That word is Edward asked for the feedback in the previous one also, no? So we can just let me go from here. And the block meshes which we can duplicate and reuse. So, so at this stage, have a rough idea of all the assets and meshes we need for the scene. Okay. I hope this helped, Edward. And last, Martina, secret gate, assembly stuff. Mmm, yummy. Ooh, look at that. Already playing with it. Yeah, this is good. There is a OCD also, one click destruction add-on, which gives you, like, you give it blocky mesh, it gives you damage. You can do it using geometry node also. So I'm not sure if the circle image should be the whole asset or it should be the singular section and later assemble to make the variation. It is better to basically make bunch of meshes, like for example this pillar can be duplicated, right? And then assemble it later on. You can also make these singular models for the bricks and the columns, like for example these ones. You make multiple of them and then you can place it on top of inside the Unreal. You can then later on you can convert them into uh, unique meshes, or you can make scene assemblies, basically the blueprint in but scene assemblies. Okay, you can just check online how scene assemblies work, but it's really convenient. I would say will be if you can break apart in the smaller chunk. But if you're going to keep the same angle, then what you can do, you can make them unique also. So what you can make all these singular pieces, but you assemble them inside Blender or Max Maya, and you put them inside empty node, and then you when you export as unique asset, right? But it initially it use those smaller pieces which you have created. So that you can either do it in Unreal or you can do it in Blender or Max Maya, wherever you're comfortable. I believe you use see which 3D tool you haven't shared, but okay. So you can go as small as you can in bands, like uh, column blocks, and or blueprint in Unreal. Okay. So this is good. This will work surely. Yeah, this is good reference. This is nice. Yeah. So this can be blending. I think they have introduced the blending with displacement in with Nanite. So this could really shine. The one in your concept that I could see here, here, this thing. I think it will really shine there. So good stuff. So let's look at this. We have looked at this. We have also we have already Milan awesome stuff. Number good stuff. Vadim is posting nice. Shkar is they're already doing awesome stuff, and here it's okay. Japan rest well on when. Okay, but take care, man. Don't no stress. Good stuff and new props and improved. Looking much awesome. Okay, so guys, if you have any question, you can ask. I will just continue with feedback. Otherwise, Martina asked, "What is the what would be the best option for the optimization? Optimization of what? Of geometry for the geometry, or texturing, or overall in the pipeline?" I believe like with Nanite, I've seen people going nuts. Sorry for using the word, but really crazy. Okay, let me share again. So imagine like I want to optimize this in there. So like they have decimation in the ZBrush. We have it here. Yeah. So imagine this is wait. Let me go to the layout. There it is. Okay. I will show you the wireframe, and if I look at the statistics, this is currently almost 200,000 triangles in this one. And if I come decimate, I can say okay, clasp, I want only 1 point less, so you get less polygons, and then you can use this to bake in there. And if you do want, you can, this one is sufficient, it's good. How much it is now? It's like 20,000. That's all. For now I have ugly because this UV is and you see, so you can still go more less. Okay. And your scene is as it is, like stylized and cell shaded. We don't need to worry about geometry that much. We can keep it in there. Okay. So this is the optimized version of the geometry. So it's like 4,000 is still good, right? So yeah, so this is like 10,000 around, because you this one is really big. Okay. So, and we need this damage, so you can either, so this is the damage, is a big damage, so either you can make it in Blender shader or you can model this damage. Okay. So this damage you can model, or you can have enough geometry in there, and then you can vertex paint with the noise, that will also work. Yeah. So just keep, imagine this is the small one, and I don't know how big that is. It's pretty big. I was like 30-40 meter at least, no? So you can keep the geometry, like even this one can have 50 to 100,000 uh, triangles and triangles in there. It's totally fine. That's not an issue. Like if you want, um, because nanite will handle it, but if you're going to make it for the optimized pipeline for the thing, then surely wherever you have the details, right, and there you add more polygons, and others you optimize, like this one is flat but only material variation, then you keep less, but wherever you have detail you keep more, stuff like that. But yeah, so you just go ahead with it and show the wireframe in the there, like if you have it, share the wireframe of this thing after you have good topology, but you can go more in that. This one, it seems like if the surface don't have too much and there's a gap in there, so just watch over it. And this one you can bevel and decimate and use OCD, one click distortion plugin also, but I believe this will be fine. It's okay, it's your scene. If your PC can handle it, we are totally fine with it. Okay. Okay, so I believe I will just go for 10 more minutes, and I will just go over all of people's entries, and then I will just comment and share my thoughts. And for this one, I would say is enough. We'll have on Wednesday, we have another one. I will keep the terrain ready, and we will start set dressing and put the texture and texture the terrain with the tileable textures and everything. I will make basic materials for the all the assets. I will show you how to make it, and we'll have, I will maybe model the maybe next session, maybe we'll model the church and bridge also. Okay, so because those are the big assets, and I will explain how you can do them properly with the tileable textures, and how uh, you can plan the large scale assets easily. Okay, so that will be the next one. And as always, let me just quickly share the final words in here. Where is my browser? Where did it go? Okay, so as always, share, we have our summary here, and we have um, bootcamp here. If someone is new watching here, it is, and there's a Discord channel. And someone who is watching and not sure where these servers are, just go to the link, and the link you found get when you grab this product, there is all the thing, everything is written in there. Read it carefully and you will find it. And yeah, so this is little bit, don't share it in public. It's a little bit of luxury you guys have. And yeah, so thank you very much for all the people who joined today's session. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and I would love to see more numbers. So we are like 100 plus people here in the server, and I would love to see more people joining in these sessions. The first sessions were like awesome, like 30 plus people were watching. Now like we have around 10. So if just keep going, 10 is still fine. I can see the regular people who are joining, and I'm really appreciate. And keep showing up, I will keep showing up. Okay, so that's the thing. So you motivate me, I motivate you guys. So you keep up the good work. I will record things on the side while I'm working on the things. It's not possible to show it in the 2 hours session, so I will work it on that on my time, and few hours I will work on it, and I will share what I did. And yeah, so you guys pick it up from there. If you have any question, you can ask again as well. So yeah, so thank you very much again for joining in for today, and I will look forward to see your updated environments and stuff in there, and keep sharing your questions in their chat, and keep supporting each other. As always, take care, keep doing the awesome work, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.